Hello, Grandma DC here, and I have figured out a way to deal with my stress from work. I'm trying not to think about it for the next 2 weeks when they're going to send me off to a place I don't want to go. Anyway, I had to show you this. It came in the mail today. Amazon, and if I remember, I'll link it below. I'll pick that up later. Blueberry extract, natural flavor, super strength. Even the package smelled like blueberry when it arrived. I was afraid that it would spill. And it does not have a safety seal in it. It did have that one around the outside though. And I'm not squeamish. So, wow, does it smell like blueberry. I was complaining the other day. Imagine that. Me complain. I was complaining the other day that I could not find sugar-free blueberry jello. I wanted to make, or try to make, experiment with making blueberry flavored bits to go in my zero, very low carb muffins with the pork rind recipe. You know that recipe anyway. So I wanted to make blueberry muffins to see how it would taste, because I like blueberry muffins, especially blueberry cream cheese muffins. Oh, yes. Anyway, they don't make, in Missouri anyway, I cannot find, and I couldn't find it online either, blueberry sugar-free jello. I can find it with sugar though. So I have 1 cup, and I figured the closest thing to a blueberry was a tangy tart raspberry, sugar-free raspberry jello. And you're supposed to put 2 cups, 1 cup of hot, melt it for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, no less. And then you're supposed to add a cup of cold water. Well, I'm not going to add the cup of cold water. I'm going to put this hot water, it's 1 cup, into my bowl. And then I'm going to add this packet of raspberry sugar-free gelatin. I wished I was better at working with gelatin. For some reason, every time I try to work with gelatin, it just kind of doesn't do. And I'm going to stir it. While I'm stirring here for 2 minutes, I shall talk to you about something that is so important, I'm sure. Okay, so how was I dealing with my stress? Well, you know what? I said I could smoke. I can eat sugar. I can eat carbs. Sugar makes me really sick, though. Someone suggested eat your complex carbs like pasta and stuff. You're right. It doesn't make me as sick. Or there was lots of good suggestions. But I went with a tried and true female solution to my stress problem. I'm sitting on it. Look at this. Can you see? This is cast iron. I'm going to show it to you. I needed new bar stools. I haven't had new stools in forever. And this beauty, isn't that gorgeous? I want like 2 more because 3 people is all I've ever had visit me. And and it's at Tractor Supply. Can you believe it? Look at that. That is something, and it was, are you ready? Are you ready for the price? It holds 300 pounds, thank heavens, because some of the ones I looked at only held 250 pounds. If I weighed 250, I'd be so happy. Anyway, this one is supposed to hold, Angus, tripping over Angus. This one is supposed to hold, back to stirring, 300 pounds. Oh, and it is comfortable. It's got a nice wide seat for a nice wide rear end. Anyway, they only had 1 left. $49.95. Tractor Supply. The woman in Sedalia was so nice. She said, you can go online and order it and have it shipped here for free. Well, when I went online to their site, they said they would only ship it to like Jeff City, Kansas City, Columbia. All these places are 2 hours away. Well, I wasn't going to assuage my stress with that much driving to go shopping. I like to shop and I like to spend some money, but I just didn't want to drive all those hours to get 2 more tractor seats. They have short ones, that are real short, but I wanted this one. It adjusts up to 32 inches in height. I like to sit here like Rosanna Dana. I'm 4 years old. No, that's not it. So you have to be old to remember that one, guys. So anyway, I'm going to count that as 2 minutes. My jello is dissolved. I'm going to stick it in the fridge. Oh, no, I haven't put my... No, I'm talking about my tractor seat. Look at that, it spins. And I forgot to put the blueberry in. Oh, how much? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to put in a whole capful because this smells really strong. It says it's real strong. Ooh, and it's thick. Lore and Oils, super strength, blueberry, natural flavor. Amazon, I will try to link it. And then you can just click on it. And I'm going to see if raspberry and blueberry smell like blueberry. Yes, kind of does. Kind of smells like raspberry blueberry. I was hoping more for blueberry. But that's okay. I'm going to stick it in the fridge and we're going to let it solid up. And I'm back. There's something else I got. Debbie gave this to me, my friend. It's called, she got it at a health food store. And it was unsweetened original nutritious pea milk. PEA, not the other P. And it says rippled dairy free as it should be. 8 plant-based protein, 0 sugar, 50% more calcium than milk, 32 milligrams of DHA omega-3s. And on the back, believe it or not, it says 0 carbs. I have not tried it. She did not like it. She said, you can have it. It tastes too thick. Well, it smells like nothing. Now I'm going to taste it. So I'm going to taste it out of the bottle since I'm the only person that's ever going to drink it. Dang, it tastes like nothing. It's a little thick. I can see why she didn't like it. It has a milk of magnesia coating in your mouth. But other than that, there's no flavor. I'd say this is usable. And I just wonder if it would like coagulate and make like a yogurt or a sour cream or something. I don't know. That could be an experiment for another day. Oh, speaking of other things purchased, hang on. One of you all asked me about the sponges. The silicone sponges, and you said you bought them and didn't know what to do with them. Well, I gotta tell you what, wash your dishes with them. I actually like these things. I have a couple of complaints. Imagine that. Too small. They're just too small. They need to be bigger. And when they're wet, they're a little hard to hang on to because they're so small. But they have a nice little hole there. If you could get your finger through it, it kind of helps hold on to it while you're scrubbing. And I like the fact that they rinse out really easily. They hold the soap. They get into the little cracks and crevices that are in the dishes. All of that. They're not real rough. I mean, you're not going to like scrub off burnt on stuff with them. But if you have to, and I have, I did have to resort to my plastic. But these hold up so much better than the sponges, and they don't get moldy or slimy. Even when I left one in the sink with some dirty dishes, as I am prone to do, it didn't get moldy or slimy, and it cleaned right up. I like that. So that's what you can do with them. Now it said in there you could even pick up hot stuff with them, but I mean, it's so tiny. I mean, I don't even think I could, there goes the wrist. I could hardly pick up, you know, if it was hot. It's too small. They might make these in bigger sizes though, so I'm probably going to go looking one of these days. But I like the silicone sponges, so there you go. I'm off the team. I totally missed the sink. Anyway, what else? I've got another package in there from Amazon I have not opened today because it's nothing I need strictly right now. Oh! While the gel is gelling, I got to tell you what I was going to do with it to use it for my blueberry muffins is I'm going to take it out and scoop it out in pieces, and I think I ordered a melon scooper, and I'm going to scoop it out in fairly large melon pieces and put it in my dehydrator and dry it. Now, will Jello dehydrate into nothing? Will it just be a thin little thing of flavor? Nothing? Will it evaporate entirely and be gone? Or will it make little hard pea-sized, very concentrated blueberry flavored bits, as I hope? Stay tuned to As the Stomach Churns. We'll find out. Okay. Wacky. I'm back with my Woman's Day magazine. I spend money so you don't have to. Woman's Day. What is up with you guys? It cracks me up. Okay. Wacky cures that work. Well, the one I bought it for was Fat Just Falls Off. Yeah, I'll get to that. Never. Okay, But I got to looking at wacky cures that work. Regrow thinning hair with a gentle tug. Diminishing levels of scalp nourishing estrogen leads to thinning hair, but research in the journals of E-Plasty suggests that gently pulling your hair for 2 minutes twice a day can increase the diameter of each strand by 8%. Well, there's a reason to pull someone's hair out. I tugged on my hair, it'd probably all come out in my hand. Mother's complaining about thinning hair. Had a really nice thing happen though. I accidentally met my hairdresser neighbor, and he is gonna fix her up. I found a dog walking in the road. Someone almost ran over it. It was a corgi. It's an old girl corgi. I know she's got to belong to somebody, but they rescue animals down there. I didn't know that. I just knew he had corgis, so I took her to him thinking she was his. And they rescue animals. He's gonna find out who owns her, and he thanked me and pick a dog up in the middle of the road and save it. I opened my door, she come running over like, take me in. I'm like, come on, baby. Yeah, she was a sweetheart. I wouldn't mind adopting her, even if she is old. She was so cute. But I think she belongs to somebody. She was well fed. Okay, on with the cures. Squashes hunger pangs. Crunching on a pickle. The next time you're tempted to stray from your healthy eating plan, reach for a pickle to shut down your food urges. In as little as 30 seconds, according to Canadian researchers, the combination of vinegar and salt in these crunchers activates the limbic system, a network of brain nerves that heightens and controls something, appetite. Nixing cravings. Duh! You bite into a really salty, vinegary pickle, your glands all pucker up, and for 30 seconds you couldn't eat anything else if you wanted to. I've got one for you. Here, get an unripe persimmon, bite into it. It'll quell your cravings for at least 60 seconds, if not more. It won't be able to open your mouth. Okay. Improve sleep by singing with the radio. Certainly doesn't help anybody else sleep when I sing with the radio. Lower your blood pressure. A brow pinch. When you're feeling stress, massaging your eyebrows for 60 seconds will ease facial tension for an hour and lower your blood pressure. And I can see us all in the doctor's office saying, the doctor will be in a minute. Okay. Oh, I feel much better now. Yeah, and I'm buying that one. Oh, here we go. Ease aches and pains. As the weather cools and we become less active, 55% of us note an uptake in muscle pain. Really? And joint pain. Pouring mustard powder into a bath can ease the ache in 20 minutes, says British scientists. They have such a sense of humor, those British, don't y'all? Okay. The credit goes to mustard's phenolic, I don't care, compounds, which draws pain-triggering toxins out through the pores, recirculations, and relax muscles. Quarter cup of mustard powder, 2 cups of Epsom salts, and a quarter cup of baking soda in a jar. Add a quarter cup of that solution to your tub and soak for 20 minutes. I wished I had a tub. I wished I had hot water. I wished I just had water in my house. Because I used to love to soak in the bathtub. And I'd throw Epsom salts in my tub every once in a while. I don't really ever notice it ever did anything for me. And mustard burns. Grandma used to make mustard plasters when I was a kid and put that stuff on you. Oh, better than Bengay. Gotta say. So, yeah, you could always just squirt some Bengay, or maybe, if you poured some of this fella, this hot sauce guy, in your tub, it'd ease your aches and pains for at least 24 hours. Because you'd be walking around going, yeah, this doesn't hurt so much anymore. My whole body is killing me. Okay, that would definitely take away my wrist pain. All right. Oh, my favorite. Sharpen hearing by turning your head. Eh? All right. If you're having trouble following conversations at holiday get-togethers, it says try leaning in and putting up your right ear. Something about your right brain, left brain, and you can hear better out of your right ear. Well, how many of us haven't gone, what did he say? What? I think we do that naturally. But it's so funny that they actually put it into the magazine. Okay, that's your daily dose of my snark. Eating bee pollen can help strep throat. I'm actually going to try that one if I get a strep throat. I've got some. And anyway, I need to find that one that says it'll make your pounds drop off. Hang on. It is heal your pancreas, burn fat 4 times faster. Harvard trained MD. See, I'm from Missouri. You got to hang in here with me. MD Ian Smith's. That's hard to say. Smith, apostrophe S. Breakthrough plan revives pancreatic cells to send metabolism soaring. Okay, goes on through all this stuff. It says, alert, this diet is so powerful that you could get too healthy. I don't think that's possible. It says, before you start this program, especially if you take medications for type 2 diabetes, go to your doctor, blah, blah. Okay, let's see what this diet is. A maxed out pancreas pulls the body into a fat trap. All right. Cutting out sneaky sugars and filling up on garlic heals the sluggish pancreas, and these drinks help balance blood sugar to revitalize the organ even faster. That's interesting. Oh boy, coffee! You know how much coffee I drink. Oh my heavens. Okay. Coffee dials back blood sugar fluctuations by 50%. According to University Harvard researchers, it goes to its chlorogenic acid and compounds that boost muscle cells sensitivity to insulin, blah, blah. Okay, unwind with red wine. I don't drink, but probably could use grape juice. Okay, the resveratrol in just 5 ounces of wine makes muscle cells 150% more sensitive to insulin to get the benefits. Favor dark wines, which are richer in resveratrol. Actually, you can buy resveratrol pills. I know that. Capsules. Indulge with cocoa. Now we're talking mocha coffee. We can come up with a whole new diet recipe here. Compounds in cocoa make cells more sensitive to insulin and improve the liver's ability to process blood sugar. For a sugar-free sip, microwave 8 ounces of unsweetened almond milk for a minute. Whisk in a tablespoon of cocoa powder until smooth and sweeten with stevia. Well, that was my plan. And throw some coffee in it, and you got the perfect pancreas-curing drink. I may try that when the weather gets cold, which is supposed to be next week. So, you know, do I want to drive 2 hours on my day off and try to get at 1 or 2 more of these seats, or do I want to just save my money? You know, they had the lower ones, which would be fine, but the lower ones cost $20 more. These were on sale. Why would the short cast iron seat cost $70 and these were $50? So, I don't know. Makes no sense. I may go back and see if I can talk the manager into selling me the short one for the same price. Get a couple of those. I was hoping maybe Eli and his new girlfriend might visit me someday. Still hasn't let me see her. Has not introduced her to me. Because he's embarrassed about his mother. I wonder why. Oh, yes. Well, before I cut this off, and I'm going to get to that experiment with the blueberry, raspberry, unsweet, sugar-free jello bits that we're going to try to make. I have to say I was so upset with myself because peanuts are extremely expensive, and you know I'm a peanut nut, and I know that a bunch of you can't eat them because it causes you to gain weight, and it may be part of my slow weight loss and or no weight loss. But I put my peanuts in last night, and I hadn't slept in 24 hours, and I fell asleep, and I cooked them at 300 degrees all night long. So as you can see, I now have peanut charcoal bits, but I'm just not willing to throw them away. I don't know if the birds would eat them. They're very smoky flavor. I like smoking a cigarette just eating one of these. Maybe I'll just eat these. I talked myself out of smoking again. I did that for a lot of years. I quit off and on for years at a time, and then I go back to it and I can't stop for a while, and you know, it's a vicious cycle. Don't smoke even one, because if you smoke one, they're too darn good. They just make you crave. I don't know why. So I have I don't know if you can see it, but I have my Ninja blender full of pork rinds. I was thinking about blending some of these burnt peanuts in with the pork rinds, and that way I had like a protein, fats, flour type with a smoky flavor maybe. See, this is where my mind's working. And then I thought if I put chocolate in it, like the Cacao NIBS and some zero carb isopure chocolate, I thought maybe I could make a very protein rich, like muffin, chocolate muffin. I don't know. Like I said, I don't cook, I just experiment. And this is the way my brain works. Okay, I love you all. I almost had a panic today. Yoda fell out of the cabinet. I thought he had broke, and I collect Star Wars cups, and I was like, not Yoda, no. He was fine. He's good. He's okay. So Deb, thanks for the Yoda cup, and he's okay. And I since moved Darth Vader because I just could not deal with any of my Star Wars cups getting broke. You don't see me with them very often because I just keep them. Why? So I can look at them and enjoy them, and they make me feel better. Oh, you need your daily dose of cute, and we're going to let the chicks go today. And they'll be on their own. So if you want to see more of that, hang in here with me. I'll stick that on the end, and like I said, maybe we'll come back and we'll see how the dehydrating is going once that gels up. It shouldn't take very long. And well, I made my burnt peanut pork rind powder. And it looks like there's about, well, how many cups is that? It says 4. I can't imagine that's 4 cups, but it might be. I'm gonna go 3.5. I almost ground it too much. It nearly turned into pork rind, burnt peanut butter. But no, it's still crumbly. There you go. And really, I tasted it. Not bad. It's kind of, it's not really smoky flavored either. We might be onto a happy accident here. Well, I'm going to add sweetener. I'm going to add chocolate flavors. This is a 0 carb Whey Force chocolate, isopure. So, I don't know. Probably going to put in, actually I probably should do 1 whole cup, because I usually do 1/4 to the amount of, yeah, I ran out, but I've ordered some more, so I usually do 1/4 to whatever kind of pork rinds I have. So 4 cups of pork rind peanuts, and I've got 1 cup of chocolate isopure. I'm going to go ahead and add some organic raw cacao nibs. Those things that still smell like alcohol to me. But they are chocolatey. And I'm going to just sprinkle in 1/4 cup maybe. And then I'm going to try, because of the recommendation, found it. It's 100% pure sucralose. Cooking keto with Kate, she had recommended the pure sucralose for baking. She said it didn't have the aftertaste, so I was kind of curious, and I had my small measuring spoons around here somewhere. She says this stuff is super, 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 super strong, like my really strong stevia. But there's 4 or 5 cups of stuff in here, so I'm thinking I'm going to go with a 1/2 teaspoon of this, and I'll taste it then, we'll see. There's already a little bit of sweetener, I think, in with the chocolate isopure. So, okay, it was a big 1/4. Okay. Maybe that was a happy accident that I spilled it. And I'm going to work that in, just to, you know, stir it all together. And yes, I'm using my hand. I'm the only one eating these, so. Now, I'm going to taste it to see if it's sweet enough. Wow, that does taste pretty sweet. Of course, you know, once you cook it, it changes sometimes, but we're going to do that. That's going to be it. Wow, that says pretty expensive, just like the stevia too. So it's a really tiny bit, but they said it would stretch. All right, you know what I'm going to add to this just to use it up is some of this 0 carb pea milk as a liquid. I'm also going to throw in 3 eggs. And I'll be back 3 eggs later, and we'll pour in some pea milk. And I'm back. I've got the 3 eggs in here, and you almost let me forget to put in something to make it rise. Every single time y'all just start screaming, baking powder or baking soda, Grandma. Heaping teaspoon. That ought to do it. for 4 cups, I think. Now we're cooking with gas. I'm going to kind of break those eggs up. And we'll start stirring that in. Then I'm going to start adding the, you could use water. You could use almond milk. You could use, a little sour cream and water. I don't care what liquid you use. I really don't think it matters much. I mean, there's somebody out there going, she said it doesn't matter? Well, liquid is liquid, It's all about getting it the right texture. So I'm going to keep stirring here until I get a chocolate muffin-like texture. And I think I may have had it pretty much right off the bat. Yeah, it's ow! Alright. Still hurts to stir with that wrist, but I'll tell you why. It was getting better. And then I had this stool in the back of the car. I'd gotten it in my back seat. I had the woman help me with it. And I reached around back to get something, and I punched it and jammed that wrist forward. That's all she wrote. Oh, pain. So, oh yeah, I got this just about right. Get those eggs stirred in there good. All incorporated, and I'll show it to you. It looks very, maybe I missed a dry spot. Smells and looks very chocolatey. I like it. I like that. Okay, hang on. Wow. Wow. All right, you know what? I want it even more chocolatey. I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking cocoa to it. I've got my dark cocoa powder. I'm going to put a teaspoon in. Short teaspoon, level teaspoon, because it's really strong stuff. The reason I wanted it more chocolatey is because this is for my nerves. It's like when I need a chocolate hit because of all the stress with my job that's going to be coming up in 2 weeks. I really wanted, I'm going to freeze these like chocolate bombs. I really wanted something to just get me through. I'm looking at everything I can not to get off my keto diet. Alright, now let's taste it. Oh wow. I have a rich, dark, chocolatey chocolate taste. The only thing is now it needs a little bit more sweetener. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come back. Like I said, always do your sweeteners to taste. And I'm going to add a little more of that pure sucralose, probably just a pinch more. And then I'm going to make mini ones. We're going to do the mini because I never do eat a whole one. So I think it's best to do them in small bits. So, yeah. I'm just going to sit here and fill these little things up. I think this is about the right consistency. Let me show you. It's a little bit of a thick batter, but it seems to work out perfectly. Just putting a little dollop in there, and it's super chocolatey. That's what I was looking for. Let's fill those up to the top. And I will continue filling these up, and like I said, so far it tastes like we may have a great happy accident with those burnt peanuts, using them for part of the flour. Oh, you probably asked me, how much peanut did I put in? Pork rinds. So 50-50 is what I had in the blender. So it was 2 cups of the peanuts that were whole. And then I had already ground up 2 cups of pork rinds. So 2 cups ground pork rinds, 2 cups of whole burnt peanuts. Not that you want to burn your peanuts on purpose. I don't think. Unless this turns out to be something pretty darn fantastic. Alright, we'll be back. I'm going to cook these at the usual 375, but only for like 7 minutes or so, and check on them because these are going to cook fast. They're just little guys. Alright, the muffins are cooking, and while I'm waiting, I'm going to just dollop that blueberry raspberry jello that has set up a little. I'm going to use fairly big dollops. Thank you, Romeo. And I'm going to put it onto my dehydrator sheets. Like I said, this is a non-stick silicone. I always have these in my dehydrator. And I don't know how well this is going to work. It may not. It may just evaporate. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? Will it just be a little thin whiff of dried up nothing? Will it be a little hard dried up ball of flavor like I hope? The suspense is killing me. But we're going to have to wait several hours to find out. You'll know if my next video is blueberry muffins, 0 carb. Then we'll know this worked. I can tell you one thing though. This last bite's mine. Mmm. Wow, that is some blueberry flavor. But I do taste the raspberry also. So we will see. Raspberry blueberry muffins. Not bad deal. Perfection achieved. Look how good those look. They've raised up nice and tall. And they've got a really nice texture to them. Oh, look at this one here. I tell you what, I'm just going to lift him right out of there hot. Look at that. Gorgeous. Huh. I'm going to take a bite of this and we'll see if that sucralose worked as a sweetener. Hot. It did. They're actually probably sweeter than most things I've baked before. Now they're dry, like keto things are. They're chocolatey. And it's not bad. I like the little nibs in there. I think, you know what? I think the burnt peanut powder with the pork rinds is actually really good in this. So I'll probably powder up the rest of my burnt peanuts and add pork rinds to it and just keep it as a flour for making muffins for a while. Not that I recommend doing it, but it was a happy accident. So I think a little butter on these, or cream cheese, even better. I'm going to have to cook up the rest of them. I got a lot of batter here. I'm going to add like maybe some peanut butter in the middle of some of them. I'm going to add some coconut to some, and maybe I'll even add walnuts to another batch. So you can do a lot of things with this. It's very steamy. But yeah, you know what, with a cup of coffee, it ain't bad. I actually kind of like it. For a very, very low carb muffin. Fantastic. Well, there you go, guys. That was my big experiment for the day. And the jello is dehydrating. We'll have to wait for the next vlog probably for that one. I love you all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep up with the insanity. And I'm going to put your daily dose of cuteness on the end here. Bye-bye. Love y'all. Oh, hello, Grandma Deesey here. I feel like an ogre. But these guys have outgrown the aquarium. And, you know, a rooster is just not, unless you're going to eat him. And I'm not. Hello. Yes, you think I'm going to put food in there, but I'm not. I'm putting chickens in there. And here's Mama. She thinks food's going in there. Hey, hey. Be gentle. Come on, babies. Scudner. Scud. Come on, babies. Mama's coming over there. She says, you get away from my babies. That's right. Go. They're okay. Good checking out, Mama. Good. Okay. You know, I'm not putting food in there, and and look at that. You knocked down the wall and everything last night because you got in here with the girls. Goats, I'm going to put you up here. Goats are just naturally herd creatures. They like to stay together, so Elvis has gotten where he wants to go in with the girls at night. And you guys will probably get eaten by something or stomped on. I want everybody to tell you bye-bye. But you can't stay in anymore, and I don't have any room in my other hen houses. Oh, they're so cute. This is killing me. Maybe they'll make it. One last kiss. Here you go, guys. There you go, guys. Under there. You can get under the thing that Elvis knocked down, so can the babies. And they're actually probably going to... Oh, whoa! Hey! That was so not nice. Well, Elvis about crushed them. But say, nope, I got up and on top. Which, sneezing. That's ridiculous. Elvis, you are a menace. I should have named you Dennis. I didn't name you. Somebody else did. Dennis the Menace. Okay, let's see how we're doing over here. Yep. There we go. Alright, you're in the corner. You're okay. There's water in here. The littlest one's like, what the heck? What is going on? Are you my mama? No, the goat is not your mama. Elvis, get out. We're going to shut the door. Come on. Come on. Get out. Come on, you big doo-doo. Come on. We're going to just get out, Scud. We're going to close them in for a little while until they can kind of get used to being in there. And maybe we can just get Mama and the babies in there tonight. Elvis, you're such a you-know-what. Leave her alone. Get your tongue back in your face. Looky here. Daily dose of cute. We have found we can climb way up on limbs. That's the one thing I guess I'll miss now. If I ever get the bulldozer in here to clean these out, the babies won't have their stuff to play on. Oh, you're up so high. Look at you guys. Look at you. Push each other off now. That's what they'll do. Whoa. Oh, there you are. Very good. Oh, through the wire. There's a wire in here. You just walked right through that, didn't you, Star? You just walked right through the wire. Sister's more like, I don't know if I can go through that wire or not. You gonna go through? There you go. There you are. See if you can get some ninny, if Mama will let you have any. They're starting to eat already. Yeah, you are. You're starting to eat leaves and grain and... They're doing good, Mama. You're doing good, too. I'll let you in tonight when it starts getting dark. Chickens will go to roost. Okay. Too cute. Too cute. Hold still, Mama. I want some nin-nin. Nope. Mama says, yeah. You're a week and a half old. You don't need all that nin-nin. Boy, I wish she'd let me milk her. Woohoo! Run, run. Mama's going to keep up with them, though. Well, there you go. Your daily dose of cute. Your daily dose of cute. Oh, I got a little nin-nin. She's going to hold still just long enough to get a drink or two. Yep, yep. Oh, yeah, that's why she says, but. Oh, she says, yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Gave him a sip. All right. There you go. That was darling. I let Elvis out with his two girls today to forage around. They're having a good time. Scud doesn't bother the big chickens. And Elvis, he keeps a good eye on them. Look at this. Elvis has got... Or not Elvis. Why do I keep calling Romeo Elvis? I'm an idiot and old. That's why. Oh, it's so hard. He has got chicken pox. You see that? Uh-huh. And I treated it with what? Hydrogen peroxide. And a little alcohol. It should clear up. It wouldn't matter anyway. It's not contagious. I've studied up on it. It's not Hello, Betsy. Checking out this stupid chicken. Oh, Mama, come on, let's go inside. It's not contagious or anything. Chickens get it. It goes away on its own. But he'll probably lose part of his comb and those points. It got cold one night, and cold will do the same thing. It's almost like a... like frostbite, but it hasn't been that cold, so this is definitely some sort of little fungusy thing. So they said it won't hurt him, it'll clear up on its own, but hey, you know, why take a chance? I went ahead and treated him a little bit to see if that would help, and I think it will. Here's Mr. Snore. Angus, good boy, but earlier Angus was not a good boy. Angus, tell them what you did earlier.
I don't want to, Mama. I don't want to say. I'll just wag my whole body. Yeah, Angus, you know what you did. You chased the baby and bit it on the butt. He didn't break the skin. But he really was going after it because it ran and he was excited and barking, and I went and checked her out. Of course it was Moon, the female, that he nipped at. He slobbered on her, but he didn't get her. Mostly because his lips are so fat that he couldn't get his teeth on her. Yeah, I'm telling on you. I'm telling on you. Now everybody knows. Sometimes you're just not the nicest person. Although he can only run about 2 feet just like me before he goes down. So there's your daily dose of cute.